Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game Informer Show, a weekly video game podcast releasing every Thursday. I am your host, Alex Stadnik, and as always, I'm honored to be enjoyed. I'm honored to enjoy the illustrious one, Alex Van Aken, the green thumb one, apparently.
Hello, yes, this garden behind me, I cultivated all of it. It's, apartment life is really, in the last week, apartment life has really given me the green thumb. Hello, happy to be here from my grandparents' backyard. Hello.
On set here. I do love, this is one of my favorite backgrounds for you. The lighting looks great.
Thank you.
Yes. And of course, the Incineroar of indie games, Jill Grote. Hello.
Oh, that's a real word this time. I like it.
Yeah. I realize I'm going off script here, but that's okay. Jill, how are you?
I'm doing very well. I don't have a green thumb, so I have for you books.
Oh,
congrats.
Okay, cool. A sharp mind then to go with Alex's green thumb. There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then the news hound. Ow! Wes LeBlanc. Hello.
That was incredible. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. I want to let people know because I saw some people in the comments say I should decorate my room some more. I added some things. Bookshelf still empty. Still got tons of boxes. Yeah, we're getting there.
You got Mudkit though, right?
Borrow some books.
Yeah. Mudkit.
Yeah. Jill has plenty.
Returns,
Yeah, I can dig it. Join us each week alongside a rotating crew of giant editors and special guests from around the industry to bring you the latest news, reviews, and guess what? Big man swag your eyes and ears can handle. And this week, another fun one, folks. We don't know when it's coming. We don't know if it's coming, but we hope it is. The Sony State of Play PlayStation Showcase. There hasn't been many summers without it. We think it's coming. We hope anyways, and we're going to give you our predictions this week. If you're just joining us and didn't listen last week, we kicked things off, right? We're in the summer of game releases, game announcements. And
yes.
We like predicting things because it's fun. We don't have a ton of insider information, and we can be like you and guess things and have some fun with this. So, like I said, if you didn't watch this last week, we're going to give you 3 predictions. Each of us are going to have 3 predictions. And then we're going to have 2 rapid fire predictions for a total of 5. Each person is allowed bonus points if they so choose to wade into those murky waters, right? I think we all have a couple that we have locked and loaded there. I'm very curious what this group has. I feel like Sony was harder for me than Xbox. I don't know about for you, VA. It sounds like yes for Van Aken. And
and I do want to preface this with this is meant to be fun.
Yeah.
Some people got very mad that our predictions weren't like softballs.
Right.
That's not fun if we just say the things that everybody knows is going to happen.
Yeah.
Without any stakes. Like, hey, there will be games there. Guess what?
Yeah, cool.
There's probably going to be
5,000 points.
First-party studio game there.
No, I'm here to rack up the points. So...
Yeah. So if you get that mad about that, please go find another channel.
I'm with style, okay?
Yes, style and grace. So let's get it kicked off here. I think I went over all the rules that matter. So it has to be a PlayStation or a third-party game that's going to appear at this predicted, event. The rumor has been some have said June, some have said September. We think it's sooner rather than later. We'll find out though. So, all right, let's kick this off. I'm going to start with Jill. Hit us with a prediction here. Kick us off here.
Okay, so I'll do. I'm going points.
Oh,
points are what matter in this life,
True.
So I'm gonna say that Sony talks about reveals some sort of big acquisition. We've gotten so many rumors about it's doing things. There have been like all of these completely rumors, and I know absolutely nothing about any of this. No inside information, just to be clear. But there's been rumors about Square Enix, rumors about Warner Brothers, rumors about EA kind of shopping around maybe. I think they've already said that this isn't a thing, but people were guessing that maybe Ubisoft could be it. Obviously From Software would be great. But what I would really love to see, which now I'm in the bonus points area because I guess points aren't life. Wouldn't it be amazing if they picked up Embracer Group?
Wow. Yeah,
Then
like
you
the
would have
Facebook
so
reselling
many.
of the
Yeah.
Facebook reselling of I don't know, game studios. Hey, I bought it for
This-
300 mil.
yeah.
I'll flip it for you for 600.
Holy God. So
mhm.
let's hold on. Let's think about that for a second. So that would mean Borderlands,
Yep.
Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, all of THQ Nordic, right?
Yep.
Marvel's Avengers.
Marvel's Avengers. I mean, they already got the Marvel connection at Sony. Might as well add to the stable there.
Mhm.
Wow, that's a prediction. So okay,
That-
let's be clear too.
Yep.
If they announce an acquisition, you get a point,
Yes.
but you get a bonus point if it's Embracer.
Like
Here's
as
the
many IPs as Embracer Group has is the amount of bonus points I get.
I'll give it to you, man, because that would be something my pants would fall right off my butt. That's what would happen there. Like, wow, that would be something. Because that's got to be over what, 60, 70, 100 IP, like
Oh, yeah.
IPs. Yeah, I mean, they'd be set for life. They wouldn't need anything else really. So, and I know those aren't like the highest of the highs in some points, right? But there's some great stuff in there. So.
Absolutely, especially with like Sony Studios maybe getting their hands on some of those IPs. I'd love to see what that would look like. So
Yep.
I've started the bar quite high with these. So hopefully
Yeah.
everyone's ready to bring some spice.
Mine are so much lamer, I feel like. Good Lord. I mean, Tomb Raider comes home in a way, kind of, right? Because it was a PlayStation game at the start. And, you know, Naughty Dog, hello. Uncharted, a little connection there. That could be really interesting. So, well, woof, I'm already sweating. That's wild. Wes, can you follow that one up?
I don't think so. That's
You
a
have
swing
to,
for
though.
fences, and I respect it, but I got it. Okay. The long rumored Last of Us remake is real, and I gotta put a date on it. It's gonna come first half of 2023. Here's the bonus though.
Oh, okay.
The factions game that everybody wants is not going to be a standalone. It's going to be a complete like remake transformation of The Last of Us's factions, and it will come bundled in with the remake. So if you want the new Naughty Dog multiplayer game, you got to buy Last of Us Remake, which is probably going to come out right before that HBO show, and then you can also play the new Naughty Dog multiplayer experience that comes with it.
What is with you bastards taking my first prediction? Alex did it last week. You did it this week. Yeah. As you could tell, I'm a big fan of something similar to that prediction. Mine was just that it'd be connected to the Tulo remake. So did you play?
Okay, cool.
Did you play Factions back in the day?
I played it quite a bit, yeah. I didn't complete like the storyline, the keeping the survivors alive or whatever, but played a good amount.
Yeah.
Good time.
That is one of my most anticipated things that isn't real yet. Obviously, we know they are working on a multiplayer thing. It's been rumored they've been hiring for it. They've been, if you go on their LinkedIn and stuff like that.
And we know it's like Last of Us 2, right? Like, because it was going to be in Last of Us 2, and then they were like, we got to separate this.
Right. Yeah. It became, I think this is a loose quote of the Druckmann post, but it became too ambitious just to be a single thing. Or to be like just the side suite, right? It sounds like it's going to be a full thing. My theory is they're adding Battle Royale to it. I think that is a perfect suite for that. Like Factions already.
All right, can we stop talking, because my prediction, you're wading into the territory of my prediction.
Okay.
And this isn't your prediction, Alex.
yes. Okay. Okay. So let me make sure I get this right. Your main prediction though is that
Last of Us remake reveal. First half of 2023.
Okay.
And then the bonus is Factions, the multiplayer, whatever the multiplayer is that they've been working on is just going to come with Last of Us Remake.
Right. Okay. But so you'll get a half point if it's not 2023.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Just so we're on the same page.
I know some people think this year, and we shall see.
Yeah. Does anyone on this panel actually want a Last of Us remake at this point?
I would much rather Naughty Dog be working on a new IP, which presumably they probably are, but like, yeah.
Alex's big head shaking now.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Don't want it.
Yeah. I love Last of Us.
We don't need that.
Like, yeah, but I feel like I know I just played that game a couple years ago for the first time. I can't imagine. I know they're going for this cross-functional business here, but anyways, I would rather have them work on new stuff anyways. So anywho, good one. Very good one, obviously. I had that as well. Alex Van Aken, before we say any more, what do you got?
Yes. My prediction is also about Last of Us Factions 2,
Okay.
but it is more of a counter prediction to what Wes is saying.
Ooh.
My prediction is that Last of Us Factions 2 will be revealed to be free to play with a beta launching later this year.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. That feels.
Or can I do bonus
interesting.
points for the beta? Or
Well, I
or
don't
does
know.
it
You
feel
did
like I
just
need
already
to-
state it. I guess I could give you. I'll
Okay.
give you a bonus point. I'll give you a bonus point. It has to be.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna redeem my bonus point for the beta coming this year.
right. There we go. Okay. That's good. I like that too. Sorry, Wes, but I like Alex's much better than.
Oh, I like it.
than I like
that.
yours.
Because they've talked about it's this big, undertaking. It became much bigger than they anticipated. Why would they just then bundle it with a remake of The Last of Us 2 as like an afterthought?
Money, 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 money.
Yeah. I mean, Sony is old school in their thinking, and
But you could get a lot more money if you turn it into a free-to-play platform.
True.
And you sold skins.
that is
Then
true.
it's a one-time. Maybe you get a discount if you buy The Last of Us Part 2 remake or Last of Us 1 remake. You get an exclusive in-game skin for the free-to-play multiplayer.
Right. I think I like.
That's more my theory with it.
I like where your head's at. I think I wonder how much they look at Halo and go like, oh, we're similar. Like we didn't have a ton of skins. Like maybe we shouldn't. That would be kind
So
of
the
the
stuff with Halo is
anxiety.
so overblown. I need to have another outlet for that opinion at a later date.
Ooh,
but
okay. Yeah.
People are too sensitive with Halo, I think. I think
Facts.
Halo is doing perfectly well, and it has been so blown out of proportion
Correct.
for what it is.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
We can't invoke that on a Sony podcast, though. Good lord.
no, we can't. We
I
can't.
don't know what Halo is. What is that?
Never.
Yeah, I don't know. A Halo show is what I was talking about.
All right. This is the first week I don't
It's
have
a
to talk about it.
masterpiece.
It's done.
Nope.
Yeah. Cool. Alrighty. Well, I think y'all are coming with it. This is a good start to this. Let me bring.
Just wait till my second prediction, and I'll blow things out of the water.
Alrighty. I can't wait, but I'll have to because I'm gonna say Twisted Metal is back, baby. There have been plenty of rumors about, well, not even rumors. There's been casting for the show that they're gonna have on Peacock, which is just random. Can't wait for that, especially after the show that we just mentioned that shall not be named again on this podcast. But I think Sony has been really big lately into talking a big game about really wanting to go cross media with their IP, right? Uncharted, very successful movie. I think it made like $400 million, something like that. We know there are more shows coming. They're literally buying Bungie to do more, cross media stuff. Like that is their future, right? And Twisted Metal is beloved, right? I don't know how well those games have aged, whether controls or content wise, but I believe it will be revealed at this show. With my bonus point is a 2023 release for that, because I don't think they're still casting for the show, so I doubt that will be. I feel like that'll be like fall 2023, so that'd be a nice it's not. I would say like Sony games are in tiers, right? Twisted Metal's not in the God of War tier. I feel like it's more in maybe like the Death Stranding one, maybe like I don't know. I was gonna get controversial there. I'm gonna save it, but so
Not let Blake hear you.
yeah, right. Because right. I feel like tiers. It's like God of War, like Spider-Man. I would argue Horizon is either in the bottom of the top tier or the top of the middle tier, depending on who you are. But I feel like Twisted Metal, for how long it's been gone, is probably in the mid tier right there. But I think that'd be a good piece to have in their lineup again. And I feel like it's time, right? Bring it back. So yeah, that my bonus point is 2023. But if it gets revealed this show, I get a point. So there you go. Jill, let's keep it going.
Okay. I think this one's a little less major, but
I don't think you can get spicier than your last one. So
we're gonna see whatever Blue Point's been working on, and it's gonna be a new IP. And then
Ooh.
bonus points, it's going to come really soon.
Oh,
Like,
like this
We're
year?
not, yeah,
Ooh.
Okay.
like
Yeah, we have to
months.
quantify soon.
Yeah,
Okay, months.
within months of the announcement, it's gonna come.
Wow.
Are we talking like 36 months or like less than 12 months?
It'll be sometime in 2022.
So you think this is because the rumor was Blue Point was working on 2 games. It was a new IP and a beloved remake. And you think it's the OG game.
I think they're working on their own. They're working on their own project. They're stepping out of the remakes. They're making a whole new IP just for them. And it's gonna, like, they've been working on it enough. Like, I sort of want to say it's gonna shadow drop, like, as they're like, and it's available now.
Wow, you are coming in hot. Wow.
Oh.
Can you imagine? Play a
So
brand new
that's an
Blue
extra,
Point.
extra bonus point. If I get that, then that's
No,
like
no,
5
I'm not
bonus
giving you
points.
extra. Either your bonus point, either it's
No,
out today.
Let her
or-
burn her
yeah.
2 bonus points on this ridiculous.
No, my bonus point is it will be out sometime in 2022.
Okay. This isn't for points, this is just for fun. What do you want Blue Point's game to be? Have you thought about it at all?
What I want it to be is something I've never heard of. Like, I want it to be completely something that I don't know, and looks really cool and obviously caters to my taste. But like, there are a lot of rumors on IP they could be working on, but I would prefer a out of the blue, like, "Oh, I've never heard of this. This is a cool new IP. This is a cool idea."
Yeah. So because the wording is interesting, right? Because it is their original game doesn't necessarily mean new IP. So some people have said,
Yeah.
is it Bloodborne 2 after like the success of
Right.
Demon's Souls, which
No,
Wes
I
seems
am
like
not
he is
going
all in
spicy
on.
enough
Yeah.
for that.
So-
No,
No
get out of here.
way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Because it really does feel like, at least according to Tack, may he rest in peace wherever he is, like there's not many studios that can do the Souls formula, and granted Blue Point literally did just copy it, right, and put it in, but like I know a lot of the Souls community was very impressed with Demon's Souls. So
Yeah, but that's different
Interesting.
from like designing encounters.
correct.
From the ground up,
Yeah.
which is like FromSoft's bread and butter is like these.
Right.
100%.
But FromSoft won't freaking do it. They won't even acknowledge the game exists. Give it to Blue Point. Dang
Yeah.
it. Let somebody do something with that world.
That's gonna be like when Konami gave Metal Gear to the team that
The
did Metal Gear, the
Survive.
multiplayer one.
Survive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Nah, Blue Point's,
Blue
has
Point's
a very high
great.
pedigree, but
Right.
but I think like if you take that baby from a studio and give it to another studio, I think there's going to be hell
I
to
think
pay.
that would be so much fun though if all of the Sony like first parties got in a room and just like, okay, now pass your IP to the left,
Yeah.
and then everyone had to do it in their own style. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Corey's out
Not-
here.
yeah.
Corey Balrog's doing like, I don't know, Twisted
Followed
Metal.
by
Yeah.
tons of studio shutdowns because of all the
Yeah.
no one knows what anything is at,
Yeah.
where anything is at.
Okay, interesting. Cool. Also, please, this isn't even a thing on the show. Please send me your predictions so I have them, just so I have them. All of you. Wes, keep us going here.
We will see Spider-Man 2 gameplay.
Okay.
There will be no mention of co-op. We will see more of the black suit, and it will be dated 2023. And as a bonus, I don't want to. I could get more specific, but I don't want to take away another possible prediction because I'm nice.
Softball.
Yeah,
No,
I'm like, that is
Insomniac will date another.
That's the kind of prediction I was
superhero
talking
game for
about
2023.
at the top of the show.
Two superhero games in 2023.
Wait, are you saying so?
Sorry, I was talking over all of you. Say that again, Wes, for the listeners.
I'm just gonna say all the Spider-Man stuff bonus. They're gonna show Wolverine, and they're also gonna say 2023.
You think Wolverine's 2023?
Two superhero games dated for 2023.
You sure you don't want to spend 2 bonus points on this one?
I'll give you a 50. That's not happening. I mean, I love that. If we got Wolverine and Spider-Man same year, I would love it. I'd also be very
Insomniac's just
worried
gonna-
for Insomniac devs. Like, that's a lot.
They did just put out Miles Morales and then also Ratchet and Clank. So if they did it, I don't. Here's the thing: I didn't say it's coming out. I just said dated 2023. I don't trust a single studio's first release date.
Yeah.
And if you just say a year, if they say Wolverine 2023, I'm immediately thinking 2024.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I'm predicting their confidence.
I know for the audio listeners, Alex Van Aken was doing the softball stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know
Really
if
rude.
Spider-Man 2 is a softball for 2023.
I was talking about them showing it.
I see even that,
Yeah.
like, I think this will be a good telling point. If it's not here, that game is not coming out in 2023. It may be like early, like 2024.
Yeah.
Because like, especially with like Wes said, Miles Morales was just last year. The first Spider-Man, or no, excuse me, Ratchet and Clank was last year.
Yeah.
Miles Morales was now a year and a half, two years ago. So they've pumped out games like no other studio really right now with that level of pedigree. Obviously, I think it's Brian Horton who did Miles Morales is taking on Wolverine, and then this obviously the team that did the first Spider-Man is doing Spider-Man 2. So I'm curious to see how they've broken up those workloads though. Like, I guess we won't know, but okay. So wait, let's dial this back here because
I don't think this is a softball at all.
I think
Spider-Man
Wes,
2 is
go
a
ahead.
softball.
Go ahead.
Spider-Man 2 is going to be there.
Yeah.
We're going to see gameplay. We're going to see Black Suit gameplay. There will be no mention of co-op, and we will get a 2023 window date, whatever.
Okay.
They're going to say it's coming out in 2023. Then we're also going to see Wolverine. I think that will be just a trailer, not gameplay, and that will say 2023. Come back.
So is
in
your
2
Wolverine
years.
a bonus point or?
Wolverine's a bonus
Wolverine's
point.
the bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Come back in 2 years because here's what's actually going to happen. They're going to say Spider-Man for like probably first half 2023 or something like that. It's going to get delayed to holiday, and then 6 months later in 2024, Wolverine's going to come out. Same thing. It's going to be the Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank, 1-2 punch, boom pow.
Okay.
Again.
All right. Okay. I'm just
Be
trying
sure
to
to keep the burglars away because that is safe.
Oh my god.
That was good. Did you have to look that up on your phone? Is that why you brought that up?
Yeah, I have jokes about safe on
Safety.
Google.
Yeah, right there. Okay. Interesting. So like, I'm just racking my brain how I'm gonna like divvy those points up if like they do show gameplay but there's no black suit, or if they do mention co-op. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He said it himself.
He said it.
It's so safe. It's so safe.
So he has to. So Spider-Man 2 gameplay needs to be there, which I don't even know if it's going to be there.
2023 window.
2023.
It has to be there. There's
Black
no
suit.
way.
Black
That's the
suit and no
prediction.
co-op. Those are the four. Those are the
No
four.
mention of co-op. Yeah.
Okay.
Like there might. I actually don't think there's going to be co-op, but I know a lot of people want it. I just think that they're not going to like mention co-op.
How great is it going to? Oh, they don't do live demos anymore. Because if they were doing a live demo, right, it would be Yuri like playing as Spider-Man and be like, "This is all great and fine, but I feel kind of lonely. Let's bring out Najee Jeter," and he comes out and plays Miles. Like, I wish, but oh well. Not this era anymore. All right. I do appreciate y'all swinging for the fences here. This makes this more fun. So
Yeah, let's see what the guy who predicted factions right after mine has to say now.
let's hear it.
Well, I had it written down the whole time. All right, my next prediction. Bungie is going to come out onto the stage, talk about their new partnership with PlayStation, and then they're going to finally reveal their new IP.
That's
Okay.
pretty brave for recent news.
Right.
But
Yep,
yeah.
it's happening.
Especially because the acquisition's not complete yet, too.
Yeah. Acquisition's not complete. FTC stepping in a little bit, getting some investigating.
gonna happen.
But they could show the IP without.
They're still
owning them.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could.
My
Still,
main prediction is just new Bungie IP is going to be revealed.
Yeah. Because they don't have to say Sony.
May not be like on the
yet
stage talking about their partnership, but like in general, Bungie is going to be up on the stage,
and do their new IP.
Forward facing on this PlayStation platform, talking about their new IP.
Yeah.
Give me some bonus details. What is this
Yeah.
IP?
Well, yeah.
Bonus detail. Okay, I'll spend a bonus point.
Okay.
How many bonus points do we have?
You can just keep adding them if you want. Just
Okay.
one.
Add 'em.
Let's
No,
say
I thought we only have two.
Can I put a bonus point on for your prediction?
mine.
No, for Van Aken's. The FTC shows up at the showcase.
There is a raid in the middle of the Sony State of Play.
The best part is it's a pre-recorded thing too. They're like, we're just gonna show
Oh, he keeps
this.
it in.
Yeah,
You
All
can't
they have
make
is
this
one
stuff
take.
up.
it's a
gold.
bit. Yeah.
There's a guy who's like, this is gonna have our ratings through the roof.
I honestly,
Um,
I didn't put any limitations on bonus points other than you can get one extra one per.
I was under the impression that we only had 2 to pull from.
Okay. You
Like
wanted
we only activate it twice.
your trap card?
I think that's more interesting.
Okay.
We didn't
Well,
get 3
I'm-
because
no,
I burned my
I'm doing
2.
all of
I
them.
was gonna say we haven't done. Let's keep it all of them just because we didn't make that rule at the
Yeah.
start. So, and it makes.
I thought we did.
Oh, I
I
would
really
have to
did.
go
I think I
listen to the-
misheard. I misheard.
Okay. But add your bonus point. Talk your
Because
stuff.
I've been saving mine this whole time, but it's okay. My bonus point is going to be that it has survival elements.
Interesting. That seems to be a trend lately. Do you think it's? This isn't for points at this point. Do you think?
I don't
it's
want to say it's a full survival game, but I think it's going to have those
More
elements. You know?
Valheim.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Not
Could be hunger thirst, could be like resource gathering, could be just the general, survival gameplay.
not for points, but do you hope it's first person? Do you hope they do something different? Like
I mean, I think their pedigree is first person, so I think they should lean into that. Yeah.
for sure. Sci-fi.
I think, and I don't know if they would risk.
lately, right?
Say again.
In Destiny, they've kind of been like swords. The glaives aren't the glaives third person?
Right.
I feel like they've
Yeah.
been kind of dipping their toes a little bit.
Dipping, but not like.
I don't think you can hang your hat on a whole brand new
Yeah.
IP when your pedigree is first person.
Right.
That just doesn't seem wise.
Yeah.
So yeah,
For-
first person. But my bonus point is it has survival elements.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I like that. I like it. I have someone here that I know you guys are gonna bust my chops over. I was trying to think of another word. Let's get a layup in God of War date. They're gonna. I mean, obviously, God of War is going to be there, but I'm gonna give you a date, and I have to get the date right. I have to get
Down
the
to
month.
the day.
You want day? I'm gonna.
No,
Well,
day will be bonus point.
day will be bonus point. Okay, hold on. I need to get my calendar out for this. But God of War, contrary to the contrarians online who are like, well, Starfield's not coming, so obviously God of War isn't. It's not how life works.
It's not how logic works. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna get my calendar up and install here. God of War is coming this year. It's coming November this year. And the date specifically.
It's the 11th, just a
I was about to say they go for the power move.
Wouldn't that be wild? Yeah, they'd lay their chops there. November 18th is the date.
Ooh.
Okay.
Friday. I'm gonna get
Okay.
my collector's edition. It's gonna be great. And then
Do you think it actually sticks that? Do you think God of War is coming this year?
yes, I 100% think God of War is
I
coming this year.
admit that too.
Yeah, I think
Me too.
what is Sony gonna like? You can't have no shade to Forspoken, but like that's not gonna sell systems, even though Forspoken looks cool, right? Like you need something in that time slot, like because especially Nintendo's having a great year, right? And Nintendo's gonna like Pokemon's in November, right? We don't know what's coming for Xbox. Sony could look at that as an opportunity to really, really jump on them, especially if Xbox is only like Game Pass editions and maybe a Forza, right?
And Deathloop,
And Deathloop.
the PlayStation game.
Yeah, right. I think Sony needs, especially because when's the last big game from a first party studio? I know
Horizon.
Or no, Grand Theft
Or Horizon,
Turismo, I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we have Horizon. So it's been, but like I feel like they haven't had a huge winter since they launched the PS5. And I feel like God of War definitely gives you that. And especially it's encouraging looking at they released an accessibility feature or a written article about the accessibility options in God of War, because that's one of the main gripes with the first one, right? Was accessibility was not there. And someone did, I don't know who it was on Twitter, but they did a side by side of like the scene that they show in the accessibility article and then like what that was a year ago, or whatever, and the detail is already so much better. Like, you know,
Right.
so I am confident it's coming this year.
Yeah. Plus, there was that message. I can't remember exactly where it came from. But they're like, we can't say anything, but it's coming really like we've got things to talk about, and
Right.
it seemed very much like how people talk if they know that there is a showcase coming and they don't want to spill the beans early, but they know people are worried.
Well,
So
and there's devs tweeting about it too, like in some like randos mentions. Like I've seen some devs being like, no, like it is this year, like not. So like if they're tweeting about it and they haven't been deleted, like I would have to go back and look. I feel like Sony PR would have jumped on that if it's not real. I really think this is coming this year. I know we're in a wild time with the pandemic now, but I think it's November. November is it has to hit November for me to get the point, but bonus point if it hits the 18th. So
I hope you don't get that just because that's Kayla's birthday weekend and I won't be able to play God of War.
She'll have to wait. Move her birthday. There we go.
No, honey, we can't go out. I'm helping my son.
Boy. Yeah. All right, Jill, hit us with your next one.
Okay. So for this next one, kind of in similar vein, I am going to say that we see Cory Barlog step onto, I mean, it's not a stage, but into screen.
Yeah.
Just him, backlighting, silhouette, very dramatic.
It says, you have 7 days to live. And then it goes black.
And he confirms that he stepped away from God of War to work on a totally new project, and we get to see gameplay of it. And it is, in fact, that sci-fi
gameplay.
Ooh. Yes.
Wow.
We're going to see gameplay. That's my bonus.
That's bold.
Wow.
Bonus point, we see gameplay.
Okay, because we know he's not directing Ragnarok. They said that in the whatever, was that last year's State of Play? Did they do one this year? I can't even remember. But
yeah, they definitely talked about he is not directing, and they didn't really have a reason why. There was some talk about, it being a difficult thing to kind of lead a project like this, but considering that God of War 2018 was so big, I can't imagine him walking away from that without something else going on. So he confirms that he's working on a new project, and bonus point, we see gameplay, and it's going to be a sci-fi thing.
Wow. Okay. Righty. I hope he's taking care of himself. He looked, I don't know if y'all saw that 420 video they posted. He looked so tired. Like, and he just sounded tired. I just want to give him a hug and be like, you okay, man? Like, it's going to be all right. Yeah, take a nap, please. I'll hold you. I'll cradle you in my arms. It'll be great. I mean, he's a talented dude. Like, then that studio has shown how talented they are as well. I would love more from that as long as they're, doing it in a healthy way, not sleeping at their desk and stuff like that. So, you said sci-fi setting?
Yeah, as part of my, I guess it's part of my bonus. No, I'll make it part of my, I'll pick, it is the sci-fi game that we've been expecting.
Okay, so
that he's been sort of teasing.
That is your bonus point, or is that gameplay still the bonus point?
Gameplay's still the bonus point.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll make it part of my official. It's the sci-fi reveal of Cory Barlog's whatever it is game.
Right. Cool. Starring Cory Barlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's he's gonna do I don't know, Death Stranding 2. Yeah. All right, Wes, keep us going here.
I'm making some shifts. So this is our last big one, right?
So they can still be big. With
rapid fire the other ones.
Yeah, like we don't need a ton of talk on the other ones.
Gosh, this one's not gonna happen, but I want it to, so I'm going with it. BioShock 4 or whatever it's called.
Oh my god!
Let's go!
It's revealed. You know what? Let's just go out. You gotta swing, right? Like, it's a PlayStation exclusive.
Nice. This definitely offsets that softball from earlier.
Bonus is the bonus. I'm gonna say the setting is the bonus. The setting is going to be, I think it's gonna take place like on Earth, and I think it's going to be like a city with suburbs around it, very like Stepford Wives. Is that the name of the movie, Stepford Wives?
I think so.
The robot, like
Like
50s retro future 50s type of, almost kind of like Fallout.
like Nightmare Alley, or no, not Nightmare Alley. What's the level in Fallout 3 where it's like
I know exactly what you're talking about. But
yeah, yes,
yeah,
sorry.
same vibes, like retro future 50s
Mhm.
on Earth, so not space, not I guess
Right.
in the sky like Infinite.
Right.
This is just my dream BioShock game at this point.
Yeah.
But you know what? Your dreams don't come true if you don't see them come into existence.
True. They're very true.
I'm gonna see my dream BioShock game sometime next month, hopefully.
I would love it.
Fantastic.
I mean, like, it was exclusive to Xbox. The first one was, at least at the start, and then they ported it over.
Yeah. And we know PlayStation, they swing a heavy hammer with third-party exclusives. Like that's
well, and we
they have
know
no problem doing that.
is it Cloud Imperium is the new dev that's solely focused
Cloud
on
Chamber.
Cloud Chamber. I think
Yeah.
Cloud Imperium's another either studio or game. Yeah. I mean, we know they're working on it. I mean, there was that Jason Schreier thing a long time ago that they took people off Mafia to work on BioShock. Like this thing has been, it's been 10 years since Infinite.
Next year will be 10 years. Yeah, Infinite was 2013, I think.
That's a long time for a franchise. I thought would be right up there. Like, it's so interesting looking back at that time. Like, I thought we'd get more BioShocks. I thought we'd get more Mass Effects. Like, those are the two series, especially that I thought would get the Assassin's Creed treatment. You know, kind of happy they didn't, but also like I thought we would get a lot more from them. So, I love the idea of maybe a little dystopian, or not dystopian, but like weird, creepy, like Get Out vibes. Like, yeah, and that Florence Pugh movie's coming out. That's also similar like that. Maybe it'll be a tie-in with that.
Like, yeah. Oh shoot.
Florence Pugh is in BioShock 4. We broke the news, folks. We did it. Yeah,
that would be amazing.
Oh, I want new BioShock. That. I hope that one. I'll give you 50 points if that one comes true. Not in a facetious way.
My Embracer Group.
There's like virtually no shot it does, because I think Cloud Chamber got announced in May of 2021. And I don't know if they like rebooted development with that new studio or what, but I don't know. I'm just tired of waiting. I've been doing this for like 5 years. Every conference I'm like, is this BioShock?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I feel like would you be mad if it was announced at like Summer Games Fest instead of Sony?
For the purpose of this show, yes, but I would still be extremely stoked.
Yeah.
Like,
because Jeff needs a big fish now that Elden Ring is out, and that would be, I mean, like if that was Jeff's one last thing for Summer Games Fest, that would be huge.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. I love that one. That's one of my favorite predictions we've had today. So, Alex Van Aken, give us another one.
Is the Silent Hill 2 remake off limits?
I stayed away from it, but no, because nothing's confirmed yet. Bloober's only said that
it's all speculation.
I mean, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, it's not off limits.
Well, hold on, wait. I'm gonna double down. I'm gonna say the Silent Hill remake 2, there was images leaked recently. Bloober team is, reported to be involved. That is officially revealed with a playable demo coming soon.
Wow. How soon is soon? Or does it just say coming soon?
I think if they just...
I think you made Jill say
I need to quantify it.
Yeah.
I need to quantify it.
Yeah.
There will be a playable demo coming before spring 2023.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah. I can deal with it.
Soft.
What are you talking about?
Playable
I
demo
doubled
before
down, my
spring
man.
2023.
Spider-Man will be at Sony's thing.
I love this budding
There won't be
rivalry
co-op.
between the two of you. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's what you're missing. Here's what you're missing. Extended Trials hit PlayStation Plus on June 13th. You need something big. Get people on this new revamped service. It's the Silent Hill 2 demo thing you're talking about. Boom pow.
The best part is Alex wasn't even thinking about that. I know this, man. He was not thinking about that when he made the prediction. Yeah. Oh, do you want Silent Hill 2? I don't know, Alex, I doubt you've played those games, right?
No.
Yeah. Would you play them?
I'm trying to play more horror games. I'm looking forward to Callisto. Seeing What's Haunting the Moon when that comes out. I would be willing to play through Silent Hill 2 or another popular horror series that is rumored to have a big remake coming. I'm interested. I'm trying to break out into more genres. So,
Okay.
but I don't have an
remake
affinity for it
series?
now.
I was gonna say, what's the other one that you're talking about?
The RE4 remake.
Oh,
Ah.
okay. I didn't even think about RE4 remake.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, I was trying not to give it away in case people took that prediction.
You see Stadnik's writing
It's
down
like, yeah.
furiously.
It's
great
not
idea.
one of mine, so you can have it.
Yeah, no, I will let that sit there. But this would be a good place to do it if it were real.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So just so I'm straight, Silent Hill 2 is the prediction that it is confirmed, or is it that it is confirmed
Yes.
and has demo?
It is confirmed with a playable demo coming soon. That is
Okay.
the prediction.
Okay, and if he only gets, he
I had
gets
to get
half a
specific
point.
because
Yeah.
it wasn't too much of a softball.
Right. Yeah, you'll get a half point if it's revealed at all. So
With a
okay.
playable demo coming before spring 2023.
Right. Okay. Cool. We'll be watching. We'll be 6 months out from this, and like we still haven't decided a winner because we're waiting to see if Alex's prediction is
No,
right.
like they will need to say it. They
Right.
will need to say a demo is coming.
Yeah. Oh, let's get wacky. Let's see. What do I have here? I have a couple that I like. That one feels too so much of a softball.
Biggest swing.
Let's do Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 gets its first trailer here. The
God, I
world
hope
to see what's actually going on with Cloud, Tifa, main girl Aerith, see what's going on with them. I'm trying to think if I want to spice this up.
Yeah, you do.
It's spicy.
You do.
Let's
Throw
say
some peppers on
let's
it.
just say let's do it, right? Let's say that they throw a little like 2023 date at the end of it, because it'll be what, 3
Alright.
years? 3 years since the first one, right? Because that was 2020. Yeah, that feels great, especially because Nomura has said this one's not going to take as long, given that the baseline foundation is pretty much set. I've heard the Yuffie DLC looked amazing on PS5. I didn't get to play it yet. I don't know. 3 years doesn't seem that wild to me. Obviously, COVID plays a role in everything, but like, I think it's time. It's time to see what's next in that series. I know things are getting built up now because we have Kingdom Hearts 4, another game, and then Final Fantasy Remake, but I'm curious. I think so. My bonus point is that it's 2023, but I'm going to say we do see Final Fantasy Remake 2 this show. So, there you go. We're doing good on time. I wouldn't say go like full bore into these, but you can elaborate a little bit on these next two. So and you're gonna do two at the same time. So Jill, do you wanna kick these off here?
Okay, so I'm doing two back to back.
Yes. Yep.
So I am going to say that there will be an indie at this showcase, and that indie. No, okay, that would be like the most softball.
That's what I
No
thought you were
indie.
doing. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That indie is going to win Best Indie 2023 at the Game Awards.
Oh.
We can't.
Wow.
Well, but
Is that the
Like
bonus or is that the wait? No,
That's
that's
the-
the prediction.
I'll say it's the
how
whole
are we going to
thing,
score
but-
this? That's like a whole 2 years, like a year and a half.
Well,
from now.
let's ask Jill this question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you comfortable potentially losing this? Because we're not going to know that one because we can't count the point. Are you okay if you lost this, but we gave you a point in the 2023 prediction show? That's like you're trading draft picks at this point. Like, you can. That's your choice. You may be right on everything else, so it may not matter.
No,
But
I'm doing it.
okay,
I'm doing it.
All right. So with the first
What if
pick
it
in the
won, like, best of
2025
show?
draft, yeah. Who's best of show though?
I said, well, what if we change
It's
the?
Game Informers. I know what I'm arguing.
No, instead of like winning a game award in a year and a half from now, where we can't give you points for that now, what if you did like it wins best of show from at least like 3 outlets?
Or
No,
you-
I'm sticking.
all
I'm
right.
sticking.
She's
Okay,
sticking
yeah,
with it.
you
All
do
right.
it.
Yeah.
Future points.
Future points. Yeah. So, I love it. I love the random nature of it. It feels like we're playing for tomorrow. I'm here for it. So, what's your next one?
They're going to reveal a sort of design labs for the PS5 cover things
Kind of like Xbox does with the with their
with
controllers.
the controllers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting like new colors. You can just slide them on. How cool would it be if you just pop up and put all your own designs on there, and you can have your own PS5 customized?
That would be amazing. I love that. Well, and they've danced in the put their foot in the water a little bit with the new colors for the controllers and the actual like panels, right? So I like that. That's another one I really want to be true. Okay, you got a good list. Can you recap real quick what yours are?
All of them, or just
Yeah,
the
just
two?
go down the line
Sony acquisition, Embracer Group
for bonus.
for bonus.
Oh, it's
Blue
so good.
Point, Blue Point new project, new IP coming this year.
Yep.
Corey Barlog is leading a new project. It's going to be the sci-fi bonus. We see gameplay. An indie game shown at this event will win Best Indie Game of Game Awards 2023. And you will have a design labs type thing for.
Okay. I just wanted to hear the fourth prediction you made again, just so I was clear on it. So, all right, Wes, let's hear your two.
Actually, in 2023, at the end of 2023, if I get this, I retroactively get to win. This.
Yeah, as we're all grayed haired in our walkers and stuff. You remember when Jill made that prediction?
No indies that are ever shown off at PS5 events or PlayStation events come out when they're supposed to. So
There you
good
go.
luck.
Yeah.
Okay, here is the first prediction, or the first of this rapid fire one. This is all or nothing. At the conference, we will see a new Astrobot game from Team Asobi,
Okay.
a Blue Point remake, and a new Pixel Opus game.
Oh, so you did a parlay a little bit where it's like all
Yeah, it's
three
like
need to hit to win.
Yeah, because
Okay.
a new Astrobot game, a little bit of a softball. Blue Point remake, a little bit of a softball. Pixel Opus, not the biggest studio, so I don't know if that's going to make waves necessarily, but all three at
All
the
together,
conference.
yeah.
And the bonus for that is the Blue Point remake is, I want to say, I'm just gonna go with Metal Gear Solid. Everybody's been
Okay.
It's been rumored for a while
Okay.
now.
All right.
Also, I would like to play that.
Yeah, I've always heard Bloodborne, but I think I feel like those are the two popular ones.
The Bloodborne remake is so interesting to me as a rumor because they could just like do a patch. The game still runs like crap. Like it's 1080p, barely 30 FPS. Like give me a 4K upres and 60 FPS and charge me for that if you want. Like I don't know if it needs like a full-on remake.
Yeah,
but I would buy it really quick. Day one, immediately.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
And my second prediction is this one is just exclusively for me. Naughty Dog's new IP is they have a new IP and it's related to pirates in some way.
Yes.
I feel like they really enjoyed that part of Uncharted 4. Lots of pirate stuff. They had a little sword mini game for the final boss fight. And then they were probably like, oh, this was so fun. This is the best experience we've ever had. Way better than making the gruesome Last of Us 2. Let's just make a pirate game. And that's what they're doing.
I think this might be the first Game Informer like competition that I win. Because Jill ain't winning, Wes ain't winning. Now that they
Any
both
of
cut
my
off
bonuses
a
hit,
toe.
I'm getting so many points. Though.
Oh, I forgot about bonus points. Yeah.
BioShock Show 4's up. I win. It's it. 50 points. Right there. Like,
Oh my goodness.
Then just wait till 2023, y'all.
Yeah, just you wait.
Retro.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Wes, recap yours for the good folks so they remember
Who's gonna win?
who's gonna win. Yeah, sure.
Naughty Dog or Last of Us remake is shown, dated for first half of 2023. The bonus was that the multiplayer project, Factions 2, whatever you want to call it, is the multiplayer part of Last of Us remake. The next one was Spider-Man 2 gameplay shown. No mention of co-op, 2023 date, Black Suit shown, and the bonus is Wolverine trailer, also dated for 2023. And then the third one, BioShock 4 or whatever you want to call it. The next BioShock is shown at this conference, and it is a PlayStation exclusive. Bonus points, it takes place in like a retro 50s city suburb type situation. Prediction 4, new Astrobot game from Team Asobi, new Blue Point remake, and new Pixel Opus game, All or Nothing. The bonus is that the remake from Blue Point is Metal Gear Solid, and probably the most obvious one, the softball, is that Naughty Dog's new IP is a Pirates related in some way.
Yeah. Alrighty. Alex Fanning.
That's about as obvious as Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Game.
Alex.
All right. My last two, yeah.
Yeah.
Little Devil Inside is getting a release date. If you'd like me to, I was going to save it for bonus points, but I can get more specific. It's going to be launching before the end of February.
Okay. So is that all? Is that all?
That's all one prediction.
Okay. So all of that has to hit for the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll do a bonus point for the day.
Okay. Yeah.
Before the end of February. It's my bonus point is Little Devil Inside is coming out January 28th.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Alrighty. I like it. What's next?
Sorry, I'm writing that down.
Do you even know like what day of the week that is?
Yeah, it's a Friday.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, did you just like pull that out? All right.
My last prediction is Deviation Games, which is formed by ex-Treyarch studio head Jason Blundell. They signed to PlayStation last summer. Will announce a new first-person shooter exclusive to PlayStation consoles.
No.
Man, this dude's calling my predictions soft.
What happened?
First person shooter dev makes first person shooter game. Soft.
All right. Whatever you say.
I like
Whatever
this.
you
Make up
say.
with
I
a
like-
bloody softball in their bed.
I like this this budding rivalry here. This is good. Okay. Cool.
Dan had to Google what Deviation Games was. He's going to call it a softball.
All right.
I had to Google what Deviation Games was.
I was gonna say I was gonna put you on blast like that, but Alex,
I'm kidding.
recap your 5.
Okay, my first one is Last of Us Factions 2. Will be free to play with a beta launching later this year. My second one is a new Bungie IP is finally revealed. Bonus points, let me write that down before I forget. It includes survival elements.
Bonus point
And
for that
then-
one that the FTC shows up.
And they film it and release it all.
raids them during the pre-recorded show. That's worth at least like 5 bonus points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My third is that the Silent Hill 2 remake is officially revealed with a playable demo coming before the end of spring 2023. Is that what I said? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then, of course, Little Devil Inside release date, launching before the end of February. Bonus points, it's launching on January 28th. Lastly, Deviation Games, ex-Treyarch studio head, signed to PlayStation, all that, will announce a new first-person shooter exclusive to PS5.
No.
With gameplay. I'll throw that in.
Okay, write it down.
With early gameplay.
Okay.
Wes got to him.
Yeah, look at him.
He did.
It's the
It got to
shirt.
me too. So
It's-
all of mine got progressively wilder because of
Y'all are playing the
With
game,
early
man.
gameplay.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Alex.
I have a couple here, and I don't know what to pick from. Let's do. These are kind of softy. Resident Evil Village DLC gets is finally revealed at the showcase here. It's been a long time. The last time we saw or heard anything from it was the black screen with white text on it that says, "Hey guys, we're working on it." Incredible, absolutely incredible. But we finally get a gameplay look at what that is. Bonus points. It is exclusive to PlayStation for the first. There's some exclusivity window.
Okay.
PlayStation and Capcom have had a close relationship, right? The PSVR version, the VR version of Biohazard was exclusive to PSVR, right? Something like that. But they've had a good relationship. I think that's a good place for that. But that's the bonus point anyway. So,
what do you think the DLC could be? Just
don't know, honestly. I haven't thought about it. I feel like they could.
I'm trying to think about that end cutscene and what that meant.
Right. I think they're saving that for the future, right? Unless they would.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's more origins of like some of the bosses or like some of the bosses of the area, right? To see like Lady D first, like in the intro, right? And some of those characters early on would be interesting. They could lean into more Dollhouse level of stuff, right? Because that game turns into an action game very quickly. They could lean more into the bitter horror aspect of it. I'm curious. So, but I think we finally see and hear from that. It's been too long, especially because I think Jeff Keighley was quoted as saying like a lot of the third parties aren't going to have their own showcases this year. They're going to tie it to some of the bigger stuff. So like I feel like Capcom would be a safe bet for one of those, whether it's at Xbox or Sony, but I think it's Sony. Maybe State of Play. I could see that being an annoying one where it's like I was right, but it was just the wrong showcase. But anyways, so and then the next one, let's get a little. I'm not going to go with the safe one here.
Yeah.
There is we haven't talked about PSVR 2 at all during our predictions. And I think I'm trying to think what my actual prediction is. Let's do it. PSVR 2, they have a short showcase on it, and Half-Life Alyx is announced as day one game for it. You have to have something. I think they're going to show Call of the Mountain gameplay, right? Like that was the Horizon game or whatever that they teased a while ago. But I think you have to have system sellers for this one because I feel like the first one was so lacking, right? They're obviously investing in it. I don't see why Valve wouldn't. There is some good nature there, right? I know Gabe Newell was on their stage for E3 years back. Like, I feel like that's definitely something that could happen. So
they brought it to Quest too, right? Or am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you can play it on the Quest, but you have to use the cable. I could be wrong on that, but yeah. So, but like, I mean, that would introduce a lot of players to Half-Life Alyx that is very locked on PC right now. I think that would be a good space for that. So, yeah, so the prediction is Half-Life Alyx for PSVR 2. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna throw it out there.
I like it.
That'd be big.
Yeah. So, all right. So my recap is so where did I start? Oh, Twisted Metal getting a new game. No bonus points for that. And then I said God of War in November of this year. Bonus point was November 18th. Let's see. No, I didn't say anything about that. Final Fantasy 2 Remake Final Fantasy 7 Remake 2 gets a trailer. Bonus point 2023 for the date. At least the end card announcement for the date. I don't know if that's going to hit that or not. And then I said Resident Evil DLC, and then the bonus point is first on PlayStation, and then Half-Life Alyx PSVR 2. So there you go. That is a prediction segment. I'm curious, did y'all have any extras that we didn't get to?
Yeah.
I know you did, Wes.
Yeah.
I had one.
I mean, no
I just have
points,
a
but
bunch of-
what were they, Jill? Do you have a couple?
I just have a bunch of like I know like softball-y, like of course we're gonna see God of War. I'm fan of Ghost of Tsushima, and obviously they're making 2, so hopefully that one lands.
I thought about that. I was like, it's too soon. As much as I want it, I feel like it's.
I think we're gonna see it. I think we're
Ooh,
gonna see it
I
in
love
some
it.
way.
Yeah, I love it.
Death Stranding 2 had some interesting rumor things popping up, so maybe we'll see
Yeah.
if that's a real thing. Yeah.
Cool.
Final
What?
Fantasy 16, I think, probably.
Yeah, I had a Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 16 one too, but I thought that may be a softball. But Wes, how about you?
A lot of those were the ones like Death Stranding 2,
Mhm.
Final Fantasy 16 this year, an Infamous return in some way. Maybe it's a remaster of the Infamous game. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go remaster or remake. Or
What if that's Blue Point's game? Infamous.
that would be
That'd be sick.
That would
be cool.
wild. And that'd be a departure for them. But anyway, sorry, that was just Jimmy Neutron style
Oh, that would
blame West.
actually- And then actually, I had a PSVR 2 one, kind of like yours, with just like a bunch of other parts to it.
Mhm.
There's gonna be like a full reveal of the headset and controllers, and the Call of the Mountain GT7 in VR.
Oh,
Gran Turismo
GT7
7.
was good. I like that.
That seems like a given for sure. It'd be weird if they didn't bring that to PSVR 2.
Yeah, I think they know to not spend a lot of time on it, but like a sizzle of
Yeah.
like and a little gameplay of those. I think that's a smart bet. Okay,
Yeah.
Alex, which one did we not get to for yours?
This was a softball, so I canned it, but the Witcher 3 PS5 version, the next gen version of that game would be showed off. And then also, I kind of hinted at it, but decided I didn't want to go with 2 of the same kind of opinion or the rumor, but that it's about time for that Resident Evil 4 remake to be officially confirmed. It's been RE2 remake came out in 2019, RE3 in 2020, right? And now we're halfway through 2022.
Yeah.
That's given them a lot of time to work on 4, and that it would come out in 2023 probably.
Okay, man, 2023 is about to be the year of games.
Yeah. According to all of us, it's going to be Sony's best year ever.
Apparently so.
Or it could be 2024, but the main thing was like
It would be announced.
I think that it's about time for that thing to
See the
be
light of day.
confirmed.
Yeah,
I feel like
for sure. I like that. For me, I missed out on. I was the contrarian last week. Didn't feel like doing it this week, but I said we see Spider-Man 2, but no Wolverine. I think it's maybe mentioned in a sizzle. Like I don't think it's going to be there at all.
Yeah, I agree.
I said Modern Warfare 2 gameplay reveal, which the trailer we recorded this on Tuesday and you're listening to it Thursday, but Tuesday they did announce Call of Duty Modern Warfare release date. And there's a section in there it says like there's like a taped thing and it says J.8.22. So some people think like the showcase is going to be on June 8th, 2022, or that's like when the reveal could be. It could be interesting. Like I feel like that could be an interesting thing. And then I had Final Fantasy 16 gets a gameplay trailer. Wasn't bold enough to say date or not, but like we'll see. Who knows? I always thought we were getting Remake 2 before 16, just with how little we've seen of 16. Well, I guess we haven't seen anything from Remake 2, but I always thought it would be Remake 2 then Final Fantasy 16, but I could be wrong. So,
but the way he's been talking lately, it seems like 16's ready to go.
Right. I think we're gonna. Yeah. It seems like. Well, and I saw a rumor the other day too, where it's like Forspoken. This is total rumor, right? But like Forspoken's gonna get pushed again, and then Final Fantasy 16 is gonna take that place. And it's like, I feel like as much as like Forspoken looks cool, like Final Fantasy, like that doesn't move for anything, right? That's Final Fantasy. Like I don't think they would move it up or down given like someone else's scheduling, but who knows? So I think that does it. Cool. Well, this has been fun. I had fun. I like seeing Alex and Wes go at it a little bit here. This is a good time.
Let us know who you think is going to win in the comments.
Yeah. Just don't be mean about it. I'm gonna start deleting comments and banning people. So yeah, we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna move right along to community emails. Ready? Fight.
Welcome back to the Game Informer Show. It's time for housekeeping. Before we get into listener emails this week, our listener review comes from Whitespear777 over on Apple Podcasts. Of course, if you're listening, you want to help us out and you want to take the 5 minutes like Whitespear did out of your day to go and leave us a review. That really means the world to us. It really does help us out. Please leave an honest review over on Apple Podcasts, or you can rate us on Spotify. But Whitespear777 gave us a 5-star review saying the podcast for gaming, for everything gaming related. Been listening to the GI show for a few months, and honestly, it's the best podcast for gaming. It has gaming news, questions, games to try out, Q&As, everything you can ask for in a podcast. Special shout out to the episode Drafting the Best Games of 2017, where Marcus mentioned Doki Doki Literature Club. I started playing it the past few days, and wow, expectations were blown away. Thank you, Whitespear, for leaving that review, my friend. It helps us out a lot, so thank you for taking the time out of your day to do that. I'm glad that you're able to check out Doki Doki based on Marcus's recommendation. That's the goal here, right? That's why we're called Game Informer.
Tastemakers.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to be, tastemakers for you. So thank you again for that kind review, my friend. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well wherever you're listening to this at. Weekly streams for this week. Thursdays and Fridays, that's when you can catch us live, 2 p.m. Central, twitch.tv/Game Informer. I imagine Super Replay will continue on Friday. I think jury's still out on what we're playing on Thursday, but we'll be live with something, so check that out. Again, Thursdays, Fridays, 2 p.m. Central, twitch.tv/Game Informer. Notable YouTube videos for the week. My Evil Dead, the game review will be done by the time this goes up, along with the video review. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not going to tell you what I thought of it because I want you to go watch it. We'll have some podcast pullouts and maybe some Diablo Immortal footage, some new footage, as well as maybe some stuff on some other cool games that have been blown up on Steam lately. So a lot of cool videos. Alex, I know this is on the fly, but can we ask Jill and Wes to recommend 2 stories from the website this week to check out? Because I realized we've been neglecting the website in this little housekeeping roundup.
You are wise and
So
good.
thank you. I'm going to put them on the spot. My recommendation, while I vamp and let them find stories, is our Callisto Protocol cover reveal. Go check that out. We've got a lot of exciting stuff in there. If you're a fan of horror, if you're a fan of moons in outer space and the Callisto,
Moons in
Jupiter's
outer
moon,
space.
man, this is the cover for you. Go check it out. Glenn Schofield and gang, all on their new horror game. Really cool stuff. Yeah, go check that out. Wes, what do you recommend for people to read? I'm sorry, I sprung this on people before, like literally right now.
No, I'm just looking
was thinking about it.
features on Game Informer. We've been doing a lot more features and op-eds and stuff, so you can kind of get to know all of our writers' tastes and whatnot. So make sure you check out the Features Hub. I want to highlight specifically John Carson's piece. It's time for games to focus on the new generation of hardware. It is a spicy topic, but an interesting one, and I think John makes some really good points. And
Awesome.
then, yeah, and Marcus has a really good one, Marcus Stewart. Wrestling games should expand to more genres. I especially like this one because I like the showmanship of wrestling, but I'm not really big on like actual wrestling or wrestling games. And his piece talks about different genres developers could take wrestling, and I think it's a great piece.
Awesome. Jill, how about you?
So I'm going to be a lot less gracious than Wes and promote something that is not out just yet, but is coming Monday, Memorial Day. I have a big feature, and I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but it does involve my favorite game of the year this year.
Oh,
And it is a lovely and deep dive, and I really hope people enjoy that. It is migrating over from the magazine, so if anybody subscribes, they might have seen it, but I'm excited for a new audience to see it.
awesome.
But besides that, if you want to go and check stuff out right now, Wes did a fantastic feature on Starfield's delay and why it's very important for the new gen success for Bethesda. So go ahead and check that out because it was a good read.
Thank you for the
Awesome.
shout
And I'm
out.
sorry. Yeah, thank you for both of you for pulling those out. I would ask Alex, but I don't know if he pulled one because again, this was last minute.
I can't read, so.
Oh dang! That's why you're on the video team.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah. Play video
Awesome. Well,
games.
yeah, I got it. Thank you
I
all
got one more, if it's okay.
No,
Because Alex was
absolutely
on
not.
it. It just
You can say it.
Did
You can
you-
say it. It was cool.
Fueled Up, new gameplay today on YouTube. Me and Alex got to
Yeah.
play this 4-player co-op game, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be the multiplayer couch co-op hotness this year.
Word.
It's a good time.
It was
Check
really
it out.
good. Like I really liked our time with it. Yeah, for sure. That's a good one.
Overcooked in space.
Awesome. Well, let's wrap this up. We've taken long enough. Listen to our other podcast, Video Gameography, which is our video game history podcast. All things Nintendo, hosted by Brian Shea. You guessed it, it's about Nintendo. It releases every week,
All the
as well
things.
as From Panel to Podcast, our editor-in-chief's comic book podcast. Go check that out. And lastly, follow the crew here on social media. You can follow Jill at Finruin, that's Finruin. Follow Wes at LeBlanc Wes, LeBlancWes. Follow my man Alex Stadnik at Stadnik76, and you can follow me at It's Van Aken. Alex, let's get into listener emails.
I've been dying. I wish you would have asked me sooner. Listener emails, folks, part of the show where y'all write in, send us questions, comments, concerns, dreams, nightmares. We read them on the show. How do you do that, you ask? You can go to podcast@GameInformer.com. Write into podcast@GameInformer.com. Send us all those lovely things. You can also submit them through Discord, which Alex Van Aken is going to tell you how to do in 3, 2, 1.
You go to twitch.tv/GameInformer. You subscribe there, twitch.tv/GameInformer. I was going to do it really fast.
I was hoping you would do it, yeah.
My grandparents are in the other room. I'm self-conscious now.
Oh.
You subscribe on our Twitch page, link your Twitch and your Discord accounts in the Discord app, and then you'll have access to our server. And if you have any issues, email me, alexvanaken@gameinformer.com.
There we go. All righty. Let's get it started as I pull up my notes. There they are. All right. So we have some short but sweet questions, but I think there's some good talkers here. My second least favorite person in the Discord, Savoy Prime, wrote in and said, "What is the best PlayStation exclusive of all time?" Short but sweet. Terrible question, but we'll answer it anyways. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I think God of War, like,
That's definitely a big one.
pretty handily. Because I think I like Last of Us better, those two games, but I think God of War's track record also means, or it's the time it stayed in the mainstream zeitgeist matters here too. I think Last of Us has higher highs, but first God of War came out in what, 04, 05, something like that.
Wild.
And it's mostly has a high. I think there's 2 games out of the 7 or 8 that are not great, right? Ascension, I even love Chains of Olympus, but especially the 180 it did in 2018 too. I just think it shows
You're doing series, like IP?
Exclusive of all time. I was thinking series, but if we wanted to do just singular game, then that's different. Because if it's singular game, it's Last of Us 2 for me. But
I think it's you have to include all of that
right.
backstory and legacy in which makes God of War really hard to beat because it has such a long legacy, and I've been playing that forever, so it is one of those things too. Unlike The Last of Us, you can just pick up and play. I have to be in a very specific mood to be playing The Last of Us and be really prepared for what I'm about to encounter. It's a difficult thing because I love a lot of them too, but it's hard to argue past that. Obviously, Horizon is wonderful game from this year. It's always fun to pick up and play. Ghost of Tsushima also had a expansion come out recently, and that was absolutely beautiful. Shadow of the Colossus is a hard one to kind of argue is not one of the greatest games of all time, but not even just exclusive. Also, you've got Bloodborne in there, which is fantastic. game in and of itself and exclusive to Sony. So you have a lot there. All of those, I think, on any given day would sort of become my top, uh, whichever I'm feeling like playing. But Sony has some really amazing exclusive, and I haven't even gone into all of them, but those are sort of wrangling in the top uh, spot for me. And God of War, yeah, I think is maybe the crowning title
Yeah.
franchise.
I feel like it's hard to evolve franchises like that too, right? And God of War was
Yeah.
God of War was the ultimate action game back in the day, right? But it had some, some tropes and lack of nuance that the games did back then, right? But and then for them to fully shed that, right, tell a mature, deep storyline of loss, love, fatherhood, like that kind of stuff. Like I thought was very powerful and showed how talented the Sony Santa Monica folks are. But Wes, do you have one for this?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy VII Remake. For a couple of reasons. One, I think it is just a fantastic game. Like that was my game of the year in 2020. Nobody thought it was going to be good. The way it was announced was so bizarre. They like flip over to Nomura and he's like, "Oh, I'm directing this. Okay, cool." And then
No one told me.
that was in like 2015, I think, or something. And then the game takes forever to come out. It's a beloved series. Like Final Fantasy VII is one of the most iconic games of all time, and they're remaking it. How are they going to do? It comes out. It's fantastic. And also, I think it being PlayStation exclusive is a big get for PlayStation. And we all thought, oh, maybe after a year it'll go to Xbox, but it hasn't yet. So
Only
it's
on
still
PC.
a PlayStation game. Yeah. And I think that it's good that it's a remake of one of the most iconic games of all time, and that it's really changing the story of Final Fantasy VII. Like it's doing some pretty crazy meta stuff going forward. I don't know. I just think it's going to be a big deal for the legacy of Final Fantasy as more of these parts keep coming out.
So you're betting on the future, basically, kind of like Jill did with her indie 2023
Kind of,
pick.
yeah, in the same way that like God of War 2018 is like a foundation for what is going to be one of Sony's best franchises moving forward. God of War, like I think Final Fantasy VII Remake is a big start for a franchise that 10 years from now, when all the parts are out, we're going to be like, man, they really did it. Like they did it, and it worked so well.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
God, at least I hope, because it's part one.
Part one was incredible.
I loved Last of Us Part 2 like a lot, 10 out of 10 for me. But remake, I still can't get out of my head. So good.
Yeah, for sure. VA, do you have one for this?
Yeah, and it's tough because I'm torn because there's some really great games. I would also give a shout out to Shadow of the Colossus from back in the day. I think back in the day, that was the best PlayStation exclusive. Nowadays, I mean, I know they remade it, but I'm just trying to. It helps me if I can, separate by time period. It's probably. See, a few months ago, I said on the podcast, Uncharted 4 was. I don't remember exactly what I said. I said it was better than Last of Us 1, and I stand by that. Last of Us 2, I haven't beaten, but from what I've played about half of it, and I know that that's really good and really impressive.
You're tearing me up inside right now.
I'm gonna say, well, I had it spoiled for me, and it kind of took the wind out of my sails a little bit. Also, I played it during the pandemic. It was very early in the pandemic.
That sucks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sucks.
But I had a lot of it spoiled, and so it kind of like, I kind of like chilled on it. I'm gonna say Uncharted just to be consistent. I do think like Uncharted 4 is just so freaking good. When I replayed a majority of it earlier in the year, a large chunk of it, maybe not a majority. I'm like going back. Okay, one mission I replayed. No, I'm kidding. It was just so good. And I touched the controller on the menu.
Was it was Legacy of Thieves or?
Yeah, I had to do an NGT, and so I played several missions again, and had to like stop myself from just like playing through everything because I was so busy.
Yeah.
But but Uncharted 4 is just like, it is so freaking good. Like, there's one level I think that could be trimmed in that game, but from start to finish, it is just a roller coaster. It is the best parts of Uncharted with the bombast, or not bombast, because I think that it is thoughtful, but like the explosiveness, I'll say, and with the learnings from The Last of Us 1. It is just such a great conclusion, such a great story about family, the encounters that you're in. Like, oh my God, it's such a good game. Probably my favorite PlayStation exclusive. So that might not mean the best, but that'll be my answer for this one. Also, shout out to Insomniac Spider-Man. I think that is
So good.
such a phenomenal game. And the longer I've had away from that game, typically the longer I've had away from a game, the less I like it because my brain's dumb. With Spider-Man, I feel like it's been the opposite. The longer I've had away from it and had time to think about that game, the more I like it. And I really liked it at the time. So yeah, shout out to those games. I think Uncharted is gonna be my answer for this one, at least right now, at least
Cool.
today.
Going. Yeah. And I think, like I said, if we're looking at this from the guise of just like one game, one exclusive, I do think for me, it's still Last of Us 2. Like, truly the push video game storytelling, just like the first one. I think it did some very bold, sometimes questionable things, and I think it lands most of it. And few games have made me weep like Last of Us Part 2 has. So, moving on to.
I also think Uncharted carried the PS3 up until The Last of Us came out at the end of its lifespan. Like, that was the series, and I think that was a very big series for PlayStation, and like kind of like the template almost for what it has become and its pedigree. I feel like that stuff started with Uncharted.
No, not Mag, massive action game or
Not
whatever
Mag,
that was. No, shout out to that game. You burned brightly for a second and then died quickly. Jude Onkadonk writes in and says, "Here's an easy one. Do you think Sony will have a big spotlight on a title taking the Starfield time slot, quote unquote?" So I think the question boils down to like, what is the big showcase piece for Sony this year? Whether the showcase is, in a few weeks, in a few months, like that kind of stuff. I have an answer, but I went first last time. Wes, you wanna jump in?
Yeah. Just because I think, there are some other ones I want to mention, but I think it'd be silly to downplay Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which has always partnered with PlayStation, and this might be the last one since Xbox is going to own it here after 2023. The Modern Warfare in 2019 was a big deal. Like that felt like a big return for Call of Duty. Since in the past 2 games they've released since that, people have just been like, man, I just want to go back to that 2019 Modern Warfare. I think if 2 captures one, or the first one's zeitgeist, it's going to do really well, and I think PlayStation having the partnership on that will be a big deal this holiday. I know it's not like exciting or whatever because it's always that way, but Call of Duty still sells so much, and it's a really big deal. And if this is their last partnership with PlayStation, I think PlayStation might go out with a big bang.
Big Bang Theory? That's gonna be the main showcase.
Bazinga!
Jill, how about you?
I think you're so right with your predictions on God of War and the fact that that's coming sometime this year. I think that that's going to be the big holiday game. So that's definitely taking up that space. And if it did land on November 11th, that would be
Oh my!
hilarious.
Iconic.
Yeah.
But it's such a softball-y answer. And we obviously on this podcast, there's no softballs here.
People wanted to be softballs, I think.
Yeah.
At least in the YouTube comments.
They just want us to regurgitate what Jeff Grubb is saying, apparently. So
Jeff Grubb, he doesn't know what he's saying. Get out of here. Come at me.
I do like Jeff, but
lovely man.
Yeah.
But get out of here.
Seems all right.
I am I want to give a little bit of recognition to Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know if it's gonna pop up this year. I think I would be very very optimistic if I were to say that, but I was much higher on that game when it came out. I think it had the bad luck to come out right after The Last of Us Part 2, which was an amazing, game, record breaking, did everything at 11, and so it was very hard to go back to other games, but especially I loved that they dropped a multiplayer for free. And I got so sucked into that multiplayer. I'm not even joking. And I am so excited that that might be coming back with a 2 with new things. So I would love to see that show up and be like a big draw for things this year. But that's a little too optimistic.
I mean, speak your things into
Yeah.
into existence. Yeah, I think New Ghost is like you said, optimistic, but I'd love it. Like I'd love Ghost of Tsushima. I want more. I think it streamlines a lot of open world stuff, and I love the story. Like it is a very good game. So.
They did a good stuff with the story in the expansion, Iki Island. Like the story of the original -1 point, which made me very upset. Like not upset because it was bad, but like it touched me to such a degree. The story was a little it was serviceable but not like outstanding. I think Iki Island did a lot more to that, and if they can pump that up with whatever the next thing is, it could pump itself up right to the top tiers of Sony exclusives.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Alrighty. I'll just say it quick. It's God of War, like for everything Jill said. I think that is like they're gonna spend 15 minutes of live gameplay, right? We're gonna see a HUD. We're gonna see how things are actually working in motion outside of the quick gameplay, like snippets that we've gotten from the past trailer or whatever. So, BA, any extra thoughts here?
Nope, it's God of War.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to see more Call of Duty though. I haven't been excited
Final
about
Fantasy 16 too.
You what?
I meant to. Final Fantasy 16 could be a big deal.
That could get, if that's there, that's easy getting 10-15 minutes because we have no clue really. I mean, we saw the one trailer, right? But we don't know a ton about it outside of that. So, I mean, like,
if that dropped this year, that would be wild.
People think maybe they're like, it feels like they're kind of Square's kind of pumping things up, right? Like they said, I don't know if it was Nomura, but someone was like, yep, keep an eye out for Final Fantasy 16 trailer. And then I think someone said, like, look forward to Final Fantasy 7 Remake 2 stuff, like, soon, too. And their website had stuff. Yeah. So it's like, and they just had the shirts come out and stuff. So I think we're about to get some news. So
the directors keep talking. Yeah, I don't Square PR is probably, like, really stressed right now because between Nomura and Yoshida, they're like, can y'all stop saying things?
No, don't say anything.
Yeah,
please.
If that was like a one last thing and it's out like now, that would be
God, that would never happen.
Jill,
can you imagine?
I love your excitement, but damn, girl, there's so much. That is yeah. Oh, I love it. All right, last one. This one comes from Attack Corgi, fan of the show. Shout out to Attack Corgi. People always say Game Pass is like Netflix, but for games. Question. Do you think Game Pass and chill will ever be a thing?
Nah.
No?
Like, considering exactly what that means, like,
yeah.
I think there will be shirts made. Not by Xbox, but by somebody.
Maybe you.
I'd like to point out, though, that I don't think that would happen just because it's a lot more difficult to have sort of like sexy interactions versus like watching something because you're kind of free. You have to be like more involved. But I want to be really clear that it could be a strategy. Like, I'm not saying that you like, obviously I might be a little biased here, but I am a huge fan of games. I'm not gonna hear anybody talk about the fact that like girls don't want to come over and play video games. They can sorry. That was spicy. Anyone who has that opinion is foolish.
Yeah. Jill Grove.
And I'm not having it.
Yeah. I love it.
But yeah, the only reason for me that it won't be the next Netflix and chill is because it's sort of hard to like be working on your game while you're working on your game, you know?
Yeah.
Xbox Connect.
Yeah.
But as for like having it be a thing that people could come over and be like, hey, do you want to check out the newest like things and dive into whatever things I haven't heard about?
Yeah.
Like, sure, absolutely.
See, this is where I know I have become old, or at least in my head. Like, I now think of Netflix and chill as literally just my fiance and I watching Netflix together, like opposite sides of the couch. I'm on my my Switch, like she's on her iPad, like that was to me. And like so my head went to like
God intended.
like yes, leaving room for Jesus on the couch. I took this question as like in that lens of like, well, yeah, there's gonna be Game Pass and chill, because if there's cozy games on Game Pass, y'all like cozy up, you know, you put your blankets on, you play, I don't know if Cozy Grows on there, but like, you know, stuff like that. You play cozy games, you get all snuggly and stuff. And then, you know, I guess maybe you're playing Doom and the mood strikes. I don't know. Doom's a saucy game.
Is that what
I have no further comment. I'm on a work podcast.
Just shredded and yeah.
We learned
like,
a lot
hey,
more about Spanish that
I have
we were
to show
going
restraint
with
here
this
because I have such a good joke to make, but this is a work. I am employed by this company. I cannot.
There's got to be a BFG
so.
thing in here somewhere. I don't know. It's just, oh, I love it. Anyone else want to take this away from me?
No, I think you're doing great. Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Keep
Yeah,
digging.
yeah. No, Wes, you got it.
I don't know. I don't think so. Like, it depends on the game, I guess. I know, like, a lot of games, like, if I'm playing Elden Ring, my wife wants nothing to do with me. She does not like the screaming at bosses, the anger I feel at my controller when I die again, and she's not interested in Elden Ring. But maybe if Animal Crossing or something, we could chill together on Switches. I don't know. That's her go-to game.
Offer her the sticks whenever you die.
She literally does not want anything to do with it. She hates the sound of the swords like clinking. That's like her big. She thinks it just sounds terrible and it's annoying and.
But give her the sticks and then she defeats someone and gets that taste and is like, oh, this is what this is about. And then she's like better than you.
That's true. Oh, she probably would be for sure. Yeah.
Bill, have you ever played a From game?
You know, I would have to look at my notes.
You should play them. I think you'd really like them.
You know, with how spiced I am, I'm surprised that you didn't have to bleep out that answer. Thank you for
I was expecting more heat. I really wanted to see if I'd get under your skin with that one.
Apparently, according to everybody, I'm the new Souls person, so yeah, I hope I've played a few soft.
Yeah, you better have. Yeah, I love it. VA, anything on this one, or should we say goodbye?
I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Alrighty. Well, I hope y'all podcast and chilled to this. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, for listening. This has been a wonderful episode of the Game Informer Show. 605, and we're feeling alive, frankly, you know. Next week, we're going to do Nintendo predictions. I believe we're also going to be talking about a certain cover story that may have gotten announced. Maybe not. I don't know. Find out soon. The release... Some of the release stuff has been kind of weird with this, but looking forward to talk more about that. Please send us your reviews if you have them. Some of your comments are great. I love the banter on the GI Show Discord. Like, community is the best. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Be good to one another, and we will see you next time. How about, huh?